So the first thing that I do when I'm setting up for a session is I clear the energy in my space, whether it's here in my home office or if I am at the studio and the boutique. I clear out the space with sage or Palo Santo, and I set the space with some of my own spiritual rituals so I can really tune in, and that environment is just very energetically and spiritually clean. So all I need to do is really just focus with the intention of the receiver, the person that I am working on. When I do that, I start out with my trusty notebook. I will be actually putting some more formal, I think, forms together, but this is the way that I've been doing it. So basically, and I'm just going to use any random person's name right now. I'm just going to use the name Mary. We'll just put Mary Sue at the top. Mary Sue. And then I put the date. And then what I do is I put 7 circles on this piece of paper that are going to represent Mary's chakras. Not totally even, but that's okay, right? I will have more of a formal form. Actually, that'll be easier for me to file away. Now, I make sure that I record everything. So now, because of COVID-19, I'm recording everything by video, which now is actually a lot more fun to do. And I think it's more interesting for the receiver because I basically am going in 100% cold and I know nothing about you. And again, I'm trying to achieve that aha moment for my client where they're like, wow, there is somebody out there talking to me. All that intuitive information that Renee's talking about is real. So I record everything. So right now, where I used to spend 3+ hours with my clients in person, I am taking this chakra scan and the corresponding card reading and interpretation, and I'm recording everything on video, and I'll send you the link, and then you'll have it forever. But right now, at the beginning of this, I focus on the chakras. So here are your chakras. What do I do? How can I find out where you're balanced and imbalanced? So like I said before, everybody's spidey senses come to them in a different way, but most people get their spidey senses and their information as a thought. So what I do is I just tune in to Mary Sue, and I don't have to shut my eyes, but I'm just going to do it for this video. I shut my eyes and I set the intention that I am connecting to Mary Sue. And simply what I do, some people can actually see chakras. I cannot. All of my intuitive stuff comes into my brain as a thought. Some people can actually see chakras. Chakras are colors and they are vortexes of energy. So a balanced chakra is going to spin clockwise where a imbalanced chakra will spin counterclockwise. So how do I know where your chakras are spinning? I close my eyes, I tune in, and I simply go from chakra to chakra, and in my mind, the thought is whether it's balanced or imbalanced. So in this situation, and I actually have a close friend of mine that I asked if I could actually have her permission to use her as the receiver today, so I could really tune in and authentically be making this video. So my Mary Sue, it's not really her name, but Mary Sue, her root chakra is off, her sacral chakra is off, solar plexus is off, her heart is off, everything's off except for her crown chakra. Her crown chakra is fine. So that's where we start out with the chakra scan. That's how I know in my head where the chakras are off. I actually have a tool that I use. It's called the pendulum, to show the client, to show the receiver how that energy connects. And a pendulum is just a crystal that hangs on a little chain. and you'll see the energy connect, and it will spin clockwise or counterclockwise. As you can see, the pendulum is moving in accordance to the balanced or unbalanced chakra. It's going to spin clockwise or counterclockwise. And I swear I am not moving my hand or fingers at all. So what's next? After I read the chakras, during the video, I will actually go chakra through chakra. And then whatever's coming into my mind at that time, I will start to write down. I will jot down on this piece of paper, but I will also vocalize it in the video. Now, anything that comes, I tell my clients this all the time, anything that comes in here is not a judgment. It is not my opinion. It is clearly intuitive information that comes into my mind sight in the form of a thought, and then I talk it out. I talk it out to the camera, to that client, and basically am translating and really focusing and honing in on why these chakras are imbalanced. Okay, so I spend some time doing that, and I jot down all my notes for the client. And then the cool part are the cards. So like I said before, cards I always thought were about predicting the future. And they are not. If someone says that they can predict your future for $100, right, and give you some clarity about what is actually going to happen in the future, put your wallet away and run, because that is not how the universe works. We all came into this life with a purpose, and we have a lot more power over that purpose and where we're supposed to be moving. We tend to think that God has all the control, but it's not true. We actually have a lot of power in our fingertips. And the journey is about remembering why we're here in the first place, what we're supposed to be doing with this purpose in our lives, and this power, this amazing power that we have as human beings, right? So it's not about predicting the future. It's about being able to tune into that guidance, because we're supposed to learn something while we're here, right? We're supposed to learn. That's why when we feel stagnant and we're not moving, it's because we're supposed to be that's exactly where you need to be in that moment, because you have to learn something. There's always a lesson to be learned. But when you can tune in to the spidey senses and the intuitive information, you can get to where you're supposed to be faster, because you have help. Right? Those intuitive senses, those intuitive hits, that psychic stuff that's coming to you, it's not just yours. You're being walked with and guided and protected every day. The universe is knocking on your door, screaming at you. Pick up your phone. I want to talk to you. I can help you. And that's where the cards come in.